Peace. This is Wise for Wise Words Media back at y'all for another round. And upset alert, upset alert, upset alert. Upset of the year went down this past weekend when heavy favorite Jaime Mungia wanted to do a homecoming celebration fight, more of an exhibition against an unknown fighter from France by the name of Surace. So, Jaime Mungia, being from Mexico, wanted to put on, and this happens a lot of times. Young fighters, they go back home and they want to put on a showcase fight. It's usually not a big name opponent for their like homecoming big fight. It's more of an exhibition, get their skills on display. And at first it seemed like it was going to go that way as Jaime Mungia dropped Surace in the second round. However, man, did things go south really bad soon after. Surace started to find a home for an overhand right. And it's funny because one of the announcers, forgot who it was, mentioned Surace doesn't really have power, but he throws that right hand with bad intention. The only thing is that he doesn't really have power, so it doesn't, the knockout rate that he has doesn't really equate to that right hand the way he throws it. But as the fight started going on, I'm saying to myself, oh, okay, that's what he meant, because he does throw it like a clubbing overhand right with bad intention. It does look like that, but it landed a couple times on Jaime Mungia, and Mungia just shook it off. But it wasn't a flush one until the sixth round. Jaime Mungia, one of the things that has plagued him tremendously throughout his career is his lack of defense. So this came to haunt him in a tremendous way, this fight, as Mungia usually has his hands down, as he's exchanging. So in his exchange, he had his hand down, and all of a sudden, pow! In comes a flush right hand, flush to the jaw by Surace in the sixth round, and Jaime Mungia goes down for only the second time in his career, but this time he didn't get up. He did not get up. Knocked out cold. He ended up just missing the 10 count, but he was staggered bad. He was somewhat getting up by 9, and by 10 the ref waved it off. The ref saw enough. Jaime wasn't there. He was in a bad place, and wow, one of the biggest upsets of the biggest upset of the year. Not one of the absolute biggest upset of the year, as little known boxer from France, for his first time leaving France for a fight. Not bad. Little known fighter from France, Surace. Congratulations to Surace for pulling a tremendous upset in Mexico City, or Tijuana, I believe it was. But wow. Oh man, so where does Jaime Mungia go from here? For one, we can start with Martin Surace, actually. Surace now enters that super middleweight division now with now he could throw his name around with a couple heavy hitters up there. He's definitely made that claim by beating Jaime Mungia like outright. But as for Jaime Mungia, I think the best thing for him now, the number one way to rebound for Jaime would be a Mexico versus Puerto Rico clash between Jaime Mungia and Edgar Berlanga. It's time for that fight. I really do think we're going to see it now, because Berlanga coming off the defeat to Canelo. You have guys like Benavidez and Morel. They both moved up to the light heavyweight division, so that 168 is a bit thinner now. So maybe he'll fight Surace. If not, I think a beautiful, perfect fight for Cinco de Mayo would be Edgar Berlanga versus Jaime Mungia. That will be a great fight. Cinco de Mayo weekend, if they can set it up there. Canelo still owns Cinco de Mayo, so I doubt it'll be on that day. But imagine that. Mexico versus Puerto Rico, two guys coming off of big losses. And, you know, something's got to give for one of them. One of them's got to win this fight. So you're gonna see both men take this fight like it's their last fight. You know, because in a sense it can be. If they lose another big fight, they can go from, you know, a big name to more of a gatekeeper kind of guy. So we'll see. We'll see what happens next. I'm Watch for Wise Words Media. Peace.